Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. So today I'll be making this beautiful cowl neck top. So if you're interested, continue watching the video. So to start off, I'll be folding my fabric into two. I'll just be folding my fabric into two, ensuring that the bust measurement or the hip measurement it will suffice it. So the next thing I'll be doing is to place my length of the top. So here I'm using 23 inches. So the 23 inches is together with my sewing allowance, the any allowances at all. So I've already added it together and I'm using just 23 inches like so. And I'll be drawing the straight line. I'll be drawing a straight line like I said earlier. So the next thing is that I'll go down by 5 inches, just the way I'm doing, and I'll be connecting it. So after doing that, I'll start placing my normal vertical measurements, like the breast point, which is 10, my waist, which is 16, and basically that's all. And for my bust point, I will just put my bust measurement with just maybe like 2 inches or some inches allowance. So for the waist measurement, actually here, if you any measurement you want to use for your waist, you should ensure that it is either exactly like your bust measurement or bigger than your bust measurement, because if you make it like smaller than your bust measurement, you will not be able to wear the top. So I'll be placing my hip measurement underneath. I'll just just to give it a little bit of a shape. That's exactly what I'm doing. So for the cowl neck itself, depending on how deep you want the neckline to be, that will be the how wide you will mark your neckline. So for me, I'll be going with 8 inches. If you want it like not too deep, you can go with 7 inches or 6 inches, but for me, I'll be going with 8 inches. If you want it to be very deep, like a very deep cowl neck, you can go with 9, 10 inches. So I'll just be marking my 8 inches and I'll be connecting it to my bust point just like I'm doing. And that will serve as my front armhole, just that place. So I think I'm done here. So what I'll do next is that I'll be cutting out my fabric. So the 5 inches I draw up earlier, I'll just fold it in, just like I said, I'll just fold it in and I'll be cutting out my fabric just like I'm doing. So guys, after cutting out my front fabric, the next thing is that I'll be using my front fabric to cut out my back. So just like the front, I'll be folding my fabric into two, just like I'm doing so. So I'll be placing my front fabric on my back, so just to serve as a guide. So for my back, the back will be starting from the armhole I drew earlier, not exactly from the top of the front fabric. Just, you see what I'm saying now? So I will fold it in to that armhole I drew earlier. I'll fold everything in just like that, because my back, it will not be reaching where the top is, where the front is starting. So I'll just cut it just the way I'm doing so, and I'll cut this side too, and that's just all for my back fabric. So after doing that, I'll measure whatever the length, the wideness of my back is. It is 10, and I'll cut out a 10 by 4 inches length fabric, and this will serve as a facing for my back. So after that, I'll go ahead and cut out a 1 inches by 12 inches strap, and I'll be folding it just where I'm like demonstrating, and I'll be taking it to my sewing machine and I'll be stitching it down just like that. So guys, this is just basic everything. This is my front. This is how I'll be arranging it, so you can see the back that it's just starting from that armhole side. These are my strap, my facing and everything, and the next thing I'll be doing is to start with the sewing. So after sewing like my strap, what I'll be doing next is that I'll be folding in that 5 inches I measured earlier for the front, just the way I'm doing. So I'll be putting the strap at the edge of that 5 inches and I'll be pinning it down. So I'll do the same for the other side too. I'll put the strap in at that 5 inches edge and I'll be pinning it down. I'll take it to my sewing machine and I'll stitch that side down just the way I described, and the rest of the armhole I'll just like I'll just kind of like sew it. So for the back, what you'll be doing is that I will measure where to put my strap first, like where I want my strap to be. So for me, I will just like kind of fold the back into two. After folding it back into two, I will measure the wideness of the neck. So here I'll be using 4 inches. Some people use 5, some people might use 3, depending on how you want your wideness for the back to be. For me, I'll just use 4 inches and I will just note that point. So the next I'll be doing is that I'll be pinning down my strap to the each point I chalked earlier, just the way I'm doing. So please guys, you have to be careful here. You have to fold it inward, this to the right side actually, and you just pin it at that very point, just the way I'm doing. So I just secure it like that with my pin. And I'll do the same for the second one too. So after doing that, the next I'll be doing is I will place my facing to cover it. So just look at the way I'm doing it. I'll be placing it just the way I'm doing so, and I'll go to my sewing machine and I'll sew it down just like that. So after that, you can see the way it's looking. So what I'll be doing next is that I've already stitched down the part of the 4 inches, and I'll be using my Emi glue to just to glue it down on the fabric, and I'll do the same to the front, to the 5 inches facing the front. I'll just use my Emi glue to just secure it down. So after doing that, the next is that I'll arrange my top just the way I'm doing. So you can see the back, and I will just sew the each side down, which with maybe like half inches sewing. I will just stitch it down with half inches on each side, and the down part too I'll go ahead and hem it. So guys, this is it after sewing. You can see how beautiful it is looking. Look at the neck, it's so neat. I just love the way it's turned out, and the neck depth too, you can see that it's a little bit deep inside. So guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.